I'm joined here today by the one, the only. It is, of course, Marlon Moraes, UFC bantamweight. I feel like we haven't seen you in forever. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good, and this whole crazy situation, Corona, I got a little screw. I lost my fight. I supposed to be fighting the champion. But everything comes on the right time, and I'm back to training. I got COVID too,
Yeah.
so I'm back to train. I just start back, and I can't wait to get a fight. And I'm looking to fight with the best, and beat a lot of good guys, and let's go. Let's see who's next for me.
And so you mentioned that you unfortunately got COVID-19. How are you feeling now? Are you all back to 100%? I mean, how was that experience for you?
Yeah, it was crazy. I got it. My wife got it. Thanks God, my kids didn't. We fought through. It was tough. I had to take my wife to the hospital, and she got very weak and a lot of pain, a lot of fever. Thanks, I only had a lot of pain and just dizziness, but nothing worse. I was able to recover quick, and she did as well, and we all fine right now.
And so we're glad to hear that everyone's doing well. The big thing with COVID, they mentioned that your smell and then your taste, it takes a long time to come back. How's that for you? Are you able to taste and smell correctly?
Nah, for me it's good. I still have it. My wife, she still didn't get anything back. We are like probably 17, 18 days from the symptoms start, so she will get better.
All right. Well, listen, we've got a lot to talk about. Obviously, we haven't seen you fight since December. What's been going on? Why haven't we seen you fight now this time? I'm sure there's some injuries. Obviously, the COVID situation. I mean, what's been keeping you out of the cage so long?
The thing is, I'm supposed to fight June, and in January, I supposed to fight in May, and then for a location reason, uh, they were having hard times to find somebody to go fight Petr Yan in Kazakhstan, and they make the right call. They call me, and I accept it, but unfortunately, the fight got canceled, and hopefully the fight got postponed, and I'm looking forward to get another shot at him. And I supposed to fight in June, and I still didn't hear anything. I asked UFC, but so many guys denying to fight with me. And I heard last week from the UFC that they were gonna do me versus Cody Garbrandt on October 3rd, but I don't know. I don't think he wants to fight with me, and I heard some rumors that maybe he's gonna go down to 125, and it's hard. You want to fight, but a lot of guys avoiding to fight with me. So I guess I gotta fight for the title, because if nobody wants to fight me, the champion's right up there, and I beat Sterling. I beat so many guys on the top of the division, and I just not beat, but I finished guys, and I think I beat Aldo. If you understand about MMA, I beat that guy, and a lot of talking behind that fight. Cejudo trash talking because, of course, he wants to take a little from Aldo. Aldo's a legend, but if you understand about scoring, you understand about MMA, and you watch that third round, that's the only round we have trouble to judge it. Of course, Aldo walked forward, he did it, but I land the best shots and I won that fight. And a lot of people don't even watch the fight. They just, Aldo, and okay, Aldo won. They don't even want to see what happened. They just want to stick with the legend. He's a legend. And I grow up watching the guy. If you tell me he did something, I'm not gonna even watch it. I'm gonna say yes, he did, just like every fan.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to get your opinion on, but the first thing is Henry Cejudo. Obviously, we saw him retire as one of his past opponents. What did you think when you saw him announce his retirement after fighting Cruz?
Man, I kind of expected. Cejudo accomplished a lot of things, and he beat a lot of good guys, and he beat tough guys. He beat me. And for him to fight, and I gotta have a big name, like bigger than his name. I think right now he got so much more to lose and to gain, and at some point he'll be back, I think.
And so the last title fight we saw, obviously Petr Yan versus someone that you beat in Jose Aldo. What was your thoughts watching that fight? Like, were you frustrated? Like, man, that should be me instead of Aldo since you were the one who got the win?
Yes, man. I watched that fight, and I saw a lot of holes that we were studying, we were drilling, we were training, and a lot of things that Aldo did, I think I could do, and I could do a little bit more, and I could bring him a lot more trouble. I was training very hard, taking it really serious. I know Petr Yan got a great conditioning, but conditioning is not something you can work for, and I'm working for, and can be better. And I'm a chaser. I work hard, and I'm trying to be better, and every day. And I know when that cage locking and me and Petr Yan, you guys gonna see one guy trying to knock out the other guy, and vice versa. And I see a lot of chance for me with him, and I think I can beat Petr Yan.
And so right now the talk, a lot of people are saying that Aljamain Sterling should be next. We know that Dana White wasn't so sure about that. For you, as someone in the division, obviously you have a win over Sterling and stuff. Do you think it's fair to say that Sterling is next, or do you think maybe there should be someone else, including yourself, of course? Like, what do you think of the Sterling situation?
Dana White is an MMA fan. He's a fighting fan. I don't think he wants to see one guy trying to get the other guy head off, but the other guy just avoiding and trying to hug him, and is scared to get hit. I think he wants to see a guy that's gonna get in there, he's gonna hit him, he's gonna get hit back. If that guy don't knock him out, he's gonna get knocked out. I think that's what Dana and that's what the fans wants to see. I don't think people. I think people a little bored. You get in there. You just try to hug. And pray for a submission. But I don't think that fight's gonna happen. I think every fan and Dana, he wants to see blood, man. He wants to see one guy trying to knock the other guy out.
And so, I mean, were you impressed with his past performance? Everybody was talking about the big win last time Aljamain Sterling came out there, got the big submission. Were you not impressed with that victory?
Yes, I was. Cody Sandhagen is a great fighter, but Sterling was smart. He went in there. He knew in the first round if he pushed for the grappling, he had a lot of chance to submit him. That's what he did. Hats off for him. But when we fought, that didn't happen.
And so there were talks of you versus Cody Garbrandt for October. You mentioned it as well. Do you think that's still a fight that could happen, Cody Garbrandt, or do you think it's one of those things that, it might just be completely over?
Cody Garbrandt is a great fighter. I think he got the fastest hands in the UFC. But when that fight was offered to him, he didn't use his fast hand. He uses his fast feet, and he ran away. But I respect. He can do whatever he wants. But he was close to title shot, but moving down, he's gonna go through the title shot.
And so we have the new champion, obviously, Figueiredo, who's talked about potentially wanting to move up and, face Henry Cejudo or face the current champion. What do you think when you see stuff like that? Because there are tons of contenders at bantamweight.
Yeah, the bantamweight stacked. Right now we see so many names in the top 10, and even outside top 10, we see Shamale, two other guys. We got to start to look up these guys. These guys are not joke, They're coming to stay, and we got to be aware. We got to work hard, and we got to put some of these guys away and let them know who are the best bantamweights in the world. But if we blink, they're going to come. They're going to come hard, and they're going to beat a lot of guys.
And so I do want to talk about you a little bit. Obviously, we haven't seen you, and I believe it's been 7 months since you last fought. How's it been for you watching everything happen from the outside? Like, do you think people are kind of forgetting that you're at the top of the division? Like, what's your opinion on all that stuff?
It's interesting, I see a lot of guys, like, they just signed with the UFC. They outside top 10, top 15, and they get a lot of fights in a row, and, like, maybe 4, 5, 6 fights in a year. But I have to understand, I'm at the top of the division right now. It's kind of intriguing and hard for Sean and for the UFC to put the right matchups, you know. And for me, I try to fight everybody inside the top 10 coming out of victory, and everyone deny. It sucks. You try to fight, you're the number one, and you start to ask for everyone, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you get to 10, 12, 13, and nobody wants to fight you, and some guy hurt, you know, it's tough. And who should I fight next? I should fight for the title because nobody wants to fight me. I try to fight everyone inside the top 12, top 13. Everyone deny.
And so, outside of the title, is there one fight that you like a lot? Like, is it potentially Garbrandt? Could it be a rematch with Sterling? Is there someone not the champion that you sort of like as the next fight?
To be honest with you, if you ask me three names I would like to fight, I like to fight Petr Yan, and I like to be inside the octagon with him, you know, and I have chances, you know, and if he thinks it's gonna be a easy fight, and he's wrong. I work fucking hard, I train hard, and I'm not going there to play. I'm 7 months, like you just said, away from the cage. I've been watching everything happening. I've been learning, and I've been training hard. I'm not home, eating and sleeping. I'm training, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get in there. And I think Petr Yan, maybe TJ Dillashaw, but TJ Dillashaw's come back only next year. Hopefully, I can get a victory before fight with him. And I don't know, man. Dominic Cruz never want to fight me, always deny. And I try to fight him, but you know, he can do whatever he wants. He's one of the best bantamweights of the time, and he can live off that, you know. But right now, I'm the number one. Nobody wants to fight me. That's okay. Let me fight for the title.
And so, obviously, you're in a very tough spot. Like you mentioned, people don't necessarily want to fight you. You're looking at a title shot. Realistically, who do you think you're going to fight next? Like, it looked like you're going to fight Cody. There's talks of the title. Who do you think you're going to be fighting next?
To be honest, with the whole situation, everything's going on. Guys denying to fight me. After guys, I'm gonna be fighting for the title. You know, that's the only fight left.
Yeah. All right, listen, one last question for you, and then we'll let you go. It's kind of an important one, but realistically, we're waiting to see you fight again. Everybody wants to see you come back. When do you think that's going to happen? When do you think we'll see you fight again?
I'll be back in October, beginning October. I'll be back in the octagon, and I don't know against who, but no later than October I'll be back. I miss it, man. I can't wait to get in there.
Well, there we go. I know everybody's looking forward to your big return, Marlon. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we see you fight soon.
It sucks because when you sign with the UFC, you think you just fight, and I never fought anybody outside the top 10. Everybody I fought, top 10, top 5. I never say no to a fight. And I see a lot of guys like, no, I don't want to fight this, I don't want to fight that guy. And why you in the UFC? If you're in the UFC, you got to fight everyone, you know. That's it.
That makes sense. All right. Well, thank you again for the time, Marlon. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Enjoy